Stop. Right here. This is a turning point of a climax of every film. Not just Lost in Translation, but this moment in that scene brought me a realization of what I call and what I believe to be the romance turning point for itself. This movie is nothing of an anime trope where we already know that the characters love each other. It's a movie of self-reflection and loss of two people who are meeting for the very, very, very first time in a country unbeknownst to them. We see as Bill Murray travels in a country in which he has nothing to know about as he goes through the city life in Tokyo, Japan, learning about his job and of himself, while also having to work with his advertisements in order to get the money he needs, while staying away from his wife and two kids. And Scarlett Johansson, who is Charlotte, has come to Japan to also work with her boyfriend, who we see is not very inclined with the relationship that he has with her. And we see these two characters in a world that they, in and of themselves, have to discover while they're there together. And we watch as we single-handedly see these characters go through this.
Hey, thanks.
What can I get you?
I'm not sure.
For relaxing times, make it Suntory time.
I'll have a vodka tonic. Thanks. So what are you doing here?
A couple of things. Taking a break from my wife, forgetting my son's birthday, and getting paid $2 million to endorse a whiskey when I could be doing a play somewhere.
Oh.
But the good news is the whiskey works. What are you doing?
My husband's a photographer, so he's here working, and wasn't doing anything, so I came along, and we have some friends that live here.
How long have you been married?
Oh, thank you. 2 years.
25 long ones.
You're probably just having a midlife crisis.
Despite the fact Scarlett Johansson ends up making that joke in front of him, we see as Bill Murray goes through a whole slew of different emotions as he slowly builds his character to fall for Scarlett Johansson. And we see as he goes through his whole world moved upside down as he first see him coming into Japan with nothing but hatred and disappointment in his face. And we slowly watch as this character envelops a love From the beginning track, Death in Vegas, to literally My Bloody